Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines, where today we are continuing expansions. Last episode we built, or we kind of added more to the oil industry, which we started to see profits of over 100,000. Absolutely ridiculous. I need to add a few more of the kind of the warehouses down to store is it warehouses or is it storage things? I forgot what they're called. But basically, I need to add in some more of the storage facilities for the oil, so we are not importing any oil, and we always have storage and constant supply to use the oil to create the premium products. Today, I want to hook the oil industry up with some public transport, and I want to kind of add in another ferry system because I kind of forgot about the pedestrianised zone, and I need to get that up and running as well. So as always, guys, if you do enjoy this, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. I'm just joking. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, guys. You damn fool, Seniac. Anyway, we are back. We are back. And this is what we got done the majority of this last episode. Now, we did see profits of over 100,000. Right now, they're still over 100,000, which is amazing. I do need to provide more and constant supply to these vehicle buildings, because not enough raw materials. We have the two big crude oil tank farms over here, which, you know, they're fairly fun and whatnot. But I need more, so every time we keep producing, we have some localized storage. And I've got an idea. I might put some here, just to see if, when they fill this up, do they put it on the train? Will they ship it over by train, or will they still drive? The questions, boys. The questions right now. So, while I do place these down, we are going to see a drop in the amount of money being made, solely because that's kind of how the game works, okay? That is kind of how the game works. Let me just move this. Can I move it up by one? No? Okay, didn't want to do it anyway. It's kind of how the game works. As soon as you place those down, it will then default to filling them up, then selling them or kind of transforming them into a premium product. So that's going to be my little test run, but we'll come back a little bit later to add more in anyway. But anyway, I need to get people over here. Now, right now, this is open to potential 2,500 people that currently work there, up to 4,400 could work here. Now, things that kind of slow them down from taking up the jobs, one, the population. Obviously, there's not enough people to fill those jobs. But also, two, it being a little bit too far out of the way for anybody to travel. Thus, me creating more public transport connections and getting over there. So, we're going to create a brand new line. I'm not going to extend this existing green line because it goes all the way to over here. And I think that would be a little bit too long. But we're going to start a new line from there, and it's going to stop there. And that line then that I recreate will eventually connect all the way up to this stop over here to get people moving. I actually might just get it connected there now, so we can get people who pretty much live over on this side a really, really easy connection down to here. And vice versa around the island too. That's pretty good. And then I want to get over here, we got the ferry system. You can see kind of the stop there, and then it kind of goes all the way around to stop over here. Get another stop over here for the pedestrianised area. That's going to be very important too. So we're going to use the buses. The bus, is it not a bus depot, is it? What's it called right now? The bus hub? Is that what it's called? It's this one here. It's called the bus metro hub. That's what it is right there. I'm going to utilise this because this allows me to not only have split crisscross with the metro, but also have a hub for the buses, because obviously when people get here and get off the metro, I'm going to do a little bus route that kind of takes them around to kind of collect people and bring them back, which would be quite interesting. Now, we are starting to fill this up right now. Again, it will take a long way to kind of go, but you're going to see some fill-ups going on left, right, and centre. We're going to make sure that this runs down to there, so I've got the power, and they should have the water. Yes, they do. So, first things first then. We're going to get the metro line right now. And we are going to tunnel it, and we're going to create a connection. Now, this is the hilarious bit right now. It's going to create a wall here, but let me just kind of create or maximize the bend first. But it's going to create a wall where we have our little shipping route. And obviously, we don't want that, obviously. But if I pause the game, it creates the wall. We kind of need to get rid of it. So, by sticking into underground mode, hang on, hold on. We're going to select you to there and you to there. That'll be fine. And then just drop it down so we can't see it, so it doesn't create like a tsunami of a wave. So you don't even notice it's there now. And that is then kind of connected. And I'm going to do the exact same thing again, but the difference is this time we're going to create the connection from here And we're going to go all the way up to here. Now, problem with this is, right, I don't really have any stops in between, so it's just going to be what it is. I don't really know where it needs to run, but if I just have it to like, right, that is the perfect bend. If I have it to there, then I'll have to adjust it as time goes on. But add that in, beautiful. I can see it eventually getting rid of this connection to there and having another one down here where this runs to, and then you get the gist of it, guys. But that's what I'm going to have and add in. Meaning, I then create a new route. Why can't I create routes? What seems to be the issue? There we go. So we have this here, which we're going to create a new route, which is on the opposite side of the station, the opposite side of the platform right now. Stop into there, going all the way up. And again, making sure that it goes on the opposite side just there, so we can have 2 metro trains come in at once. Now this is a very, very long one, but it's just there to have the connectivity. That's the exciting bit. Oh, actually, this is not on the other side. And I can't flip it over. So if I just quickly cancel that. Alright, and if I just drag one of these down to here, which will then go back, then I drag this one over to here, and that will connect back up. Then you get it on both stations. So I did it all pause, so hopefully we don't lose a lot of the passengers, even though we kind of will. But I'm hoping they walk back out to walk back in. But that's all I've got to do. And then we are now connected. We are now connected. So yeah, it's a bit of a long one, but just to give us the connectivity to get people over here, one short distance away. Oh, that's going to change a lot, isn't it? So 2,400 on the workers. Is that number increasing if I then go into fast forward mode? It probably won't, to be honest with you. But it is slightly. But I do need more residents. Because I bet you there is a big difference. There's only 4% unemployed. Look at the amount of people employed versus jobs. I definitely need a lot more residential people living here. So, let's get that happening. So, all residential just there. We'll squeeze it all in. And we'll kind of complement this area here. Wait, why is that road doing that? Is there a reason why we have such a weird gap here? Let me get those rural roads. And let me just... Sometimes you upgrade... Oh, what am I doing here? Wrong road. Okay, maybe not. It's not going to play ball, so I'll just run a straight road down. There we go. That was really weird, that was. But get some commercial there just because of, you know, what's... Ooh, actually, scrap the high density. I just realized. Low density, please. The high density is all over on this side. Now, we got a train line there for cargo. I don't know how much they're going to like living here, but they live in high-rise buildings. They'll put up with the noise anyway. So that will give me a bunch of new residents within the vicinity, thus creating more people to fill more jobs over here. So this number will fluctuate anyway, but at least we're more connected. I just now got to get a bus route to kind of make them all connected. Now, if we stare at this, are vehicles coming out going to the train station? By the looks of it, yes, they are. So it kind of works. I mean, a little bit of traffic and whatnot, but it kind of works. So I might create a little bit of a storage area down here too. That could be interesting. But anyway, forget that for a second. Buses. Buses, boys. Buses. Now, a big question would be, will we see any trains leave here to go down in this kind of direction? Because I don't see a lot more trains coming this way in general. It's interesting, isn't it? It is interesting to see how the game functions. I kind of like seeing and kind of gathering the ideas from it. But there we go, a train coming down. So they are now shipping the oil. Oh, Sediak. You're a genius. Right, anyway, guys. Bus routes. Right, can I get above ground, please? I would quite like to get above ground. Why am I in underground mode? I should not be in underground mode right now. What is going on? Okay, apparently I stay in underground mode. Are we always in underground mode when it comes to place? No, we are, aren't we? Yeah. Is it just... Am I just being foolish? I feel like I'm just being foolish right now. So the buses are coming out. Right. And then we got the bus route there. So we'll have a stop just... yeah, we'll have a stop just here. Which allows people to get to these buildings if they need to get to them. We'll have a stop just here. Now, I am going to do it as a bus route. I'm going to have a stop just there so people can bypass it. I'll have a stop just there to complement both sides if they want to go in this direction. We'll have a stop just there. And then we'll end with one... Actually, they've got to go straight down this way, haven't they? We'll end with one just here. And then mirror it just there. And then where we had one just there, we'll then replicate it with one just here before we come back in. Nice and simple, but I want to change the road up. Right, so we have the bus lanes in. Oh, there's the bus routes there. So where we have, like, for example, I'll utilize this one here. Where we have the bus stop here, where the bus comes in, it's going to hold up the traffic, obviously. So if I can get it, we should have a road that allows us to have one bus lane on one side and then the rest of the road going both directions, right? Is this the route? Yes. Now that should auto-update itself. Well, it should do it. It's not like it's a hard connection to complete. Wait, is it being for real? Right, hold on. Don't tell me I have to do that on every single one. But at least the buses can pull in. And there's no issues. Are these waiting at the bus stop? Oh, they are. To be honest with you, I can make the whole of this going round as one bus route. I mean, or I just kind of keep it to the stops. So if I just kept it to the stops, which is another one just here, and another one just here. Now, are you telling me that I have to on every single one of these? Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? The turn here that happens. I didn't quite think about that, did I? But we're giving them the option to do so anyway. This one's auto-updated itself, but obviously the bus route itself is going to be... Oh no, the bus route just completely ignores it. But I'll set it up anyway. It's not perfect. Right, just roll with it, okay, guys? It's not... Oh. Excuse me, sir. Was you using my bus and taxi route? That is a $100 fine. I think it got forced into doing it. Right. Oh, that's on the wrong side of the road. So I got to flip that one round. My bad on that one. And then this one here. So obviously we turn and straight on. But yet we can also turn and straight on. So if I didn't have these lane managements all set up, it would have just kind of messed itself up anyway. So yeah. Interesting. Right, that's all updated. We're then going to do all the other stuff next. We're going to do all the other stuff next. So that works out fine. This is the issue we got here. You see, it all kind of all backs it up. So if I pause real quick and upgrade you, so flip you around there. So if I did that real quick, and then it is kind of annoying this though. It's not the best. But hey ho, at least now they can filter themselves into the other lane, and the buses can stop and then, you know, do what they've got to do. So I don't know if we need to apply to every single route, but I'll do it just to be on the safe side. Alright, I got it to all the stops right now around here. Like I said, I'm only doing it here for the sake of being able to keep the buses free flowing. So where's the next one? Oh, hang on, didn't I bypass one, haven't I? Yeah, it's just here. So obviously you can turn and straight on. Not just straight on, because it should only really be buses in this. This is the annoying one when you've got to do all the directions on this one here, and it's got to kind of bypass the bus lane. But I got to do what I got to do, guys. Okay, unfortunately, I got to do what I got to do to keep the oil facility still moving and rocking and rolling. Anyway, with that all said, we have people waiting over here once you're going one certain direction. And do we have anybody in over here? No. Not just yet. Now, I don't know how frequent the buses are going to be coming, and I don't know whether I should have upgraded the buses to be able to carry more. I can always add more buses on. But it opens up this whole area right now to the public transport network. We've added an extra 100 people, but you could argue I've moved more people into the area. And we kind of need to set up more storage facilities too. So, let's see. These are the big boy buildings. I don't really want to squeeze in around here too much. I got the smaller ones, which would also work. So I could put one there. And then one there. One there. And one there. And hoping that they're not going to cause too much traffic issues. I did want to put more around here. But I don't want to overload this too much because it doesn't look the best. You know what I mean? Right. We'll leave this area to then is where we're going to... I've got it in pause, haven't I? Over here is where I'm going to set the ferry stop up. Now, the reason for it is because we have the double crisscross over here with the metro line. We have a metro stop just here, so it's going to be within great walking distance. And because this is all pedestrianised... oh, wait, hold on. Haven't I got to set up a road so garbage trucks can get to this? Like I did over here. I might need to unpedestrianise maybe this one road. But we've got two of these little buildings, these little structures right now, these plazas, which would be a great kind of walk down to the ferry system. Right, okay, so let me just check this out. So I need a ferry stop, which would be something like this. Which ideally, I would like it to go here. But cannot be placed on this style of road. So I might have to kind of scrap the idea of having this on a normal style of road. Well, what I mean is on the pedestrian section. Now, it doesn't ruin it too much. You just kind of lose that slight little vibe. Oh, I didn't mean to go that far. Right. Pedestrian. Is it this one I placed down? Yeah. So it means this road here will kind of connect through. Fine. It's fine by me. It's fine by me. So that means I can then eventually get you connected. Oh my goodness me. Are you going to play these games? A shoreline required. I mean, that's another point as well. I've got to pull the shoreline back. So let's get rid of this. Increase the brush size. And how low do I make it? The same as that basin over there. So if I push this in like this, because I'm going to have to do a key wall no matter what anyway. So if I just throw all that in and just wait for the water to kind of settle. And if I put that there. Now I'm hoping that I can use the move it tool. Is it connected? It's not connected to anything, is it? Okay, maybe it is. Right, if I scrap the road that it's kind of connected to. There we go. And then put the rural road back in. So, by that logic, it's not the best way to do it. Let's just be honest. It's not the best way to do it. But by that logic, I can then move this and position it pretty much where I want it, which is going to be centralized to the bottom of that. Even though... even with the anarchy, it still won't let me do it. But if I bring it down so it just kind of completely matches it. Because I'm going to unhook the road anyway so it connects to that one. So let's just see if it works. There's a great possibility it's not going to work. Alright. There we go. Now it's complaining that there's not a road connected. Even though there's a road connected. So, I mean, there's a great possibility it was not going to work. But I can push it back anyway. So, how far until... Okay, so, what it is, it's the junction. It's the junction there that won't allow us to do it. So, I'll just put it here. It's kind of between two junctions at that point. Because there's one just there as well. So, it's kind of between two-ish, a little bit. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. So, I didn't need to kind of carve as much out as I did right now. But that's fine. That's fine, because I'm going to try and not match it to here, but extend this out a bit more. Kind of get rid of the shoreline, because I don't think I want the shoreline on this little bit. And just leave it to there. I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? It is a tough one. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. Do you know what? I won't make that decision now. I won't make that decision now. So, bulk this out a bit. And then we'll just kind of smoothen it all out. Smoothing it all. Alright, push that back a bit. Keep it all paused because you get it done quicker. Alright, there we go. There we go. And we'll rock and roll with that. We'll rock and roll with that. So that will be an additional stopover for that ferry system that comes through. And just give us that additional, you know, connectability for the area. Is that a little bit too much, do you reckon? I can push it back a bit. There we go. Then smoothing it off. Very well. Very well, sir. So by bringing this out, it's just going to be a standard connection. We'll do that. It's kind of short on the run. So with that ferry line, we can make it kind of come in for a stop there, but then going back this way, because we can make it stop in the middle. It gets there, so we can utilize both sides depending on if you're going this way versus going that way. You know what I mean? So back to play mode. We'll see how that ticks along. I mean, I need to at some point build more kind of cargo runs and even maybe a couple more harbors. But it'll be interesting. I mean, it's all walkable to these areas. I just need to create a crossing. Now, I'm going to assume... No, I shouldn't assume anything. Do we even have any crossings here? I just seen somebody cross. There's one there and there. But okay, I broke the game. But there's now a crossing there. So they can still cross anyway. So you see a lot more people. Which could mean I need to add more line details. I've only got one... Really? I've only got one ferry on this run? And you're telling me I've got one ferry on that run, but yeah, I've got 3 on this one here. That surely can't be right, can it? Where's my additional ferry line? Oh yeah, I've got 1 to there, which has got 2 on. There to there, which has got 3, and that long-winded one's got 1. Well, it makes sense because obviously the little amount of people that would have travelled there, because it would have been quicker to go, you know, island hop basically. But I reckon I'm going to need a second one now. Now that I've implemented that additional stop in, so I'm going to add a second one on, because I can see us having a lot more people travelling to this one with how it's all connected up, and the length of it just kind of makes, you know, a lot of sense. So that's really all you can do. It's really all you can do. So we do need to grow a bit more and get more of a population boom. We've kind of filled all this fairly quickly as well, believe it or not. So has this added more workers? Yes, it's added an additional 200 workers since the start of this episode. So that's great. That's really good. So we need to kind of continue and expand the residential side of things. So we have these open spaces there which we can work with. I'm going to start to fill all of this here with residential as well. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Does it have water? That's my biggest kind of downside right now. I always forget to put the water in. All the water pipes need to be added in, boys. They need to be added in. Alright, and then straight down. Very nice. So power will stretch. That's not an issue. We do have commercials. We might as well kind of then start to think about filling this area up. Now, is this area going to have another metro stop, or are we just kind of keeping it to these two? Yeah, we're going to keep it to those two. So then that kind of confirms it for me, so I can kind of finish up with all of this. Oh, I'm completely off there, aren't I? Right, run that down by a 20. And then we run this down by a 20. Actually, we'll do another 10. We'll do another 10. And get that smack bang in. And then we'll run this way with it then. Kind of switch it up slightly. So up to there. And that's how we create the suburbs. So that's pretty good. down to here. Straight up to there. Cut that across. That's how we get suburbs. So I could use a little these two here, like I've done over there. it's pretty much copy and paste at this point, isn't it? But it allows you to get more residential. I'm going to fill all this up, believe it or not. I'm going to go literally OTT slightly. Oh, I forgot this bit too. All right, I've got to fill it all up because we need more people moving in, and we got to finalize a lot of these areas. And we're doing to then eventually set up a bus route around here. There we go. So fill all that up. I mean, the way the other one built, it shouldn't take too long, but it is starting to slow down a little bit. But that'll provide a lot more fools moving in. So this is not looking too shabby. We've got the new stop here, which does get connected to quite a bit. Gets all the way connected over to here as well. So you will start to see a lot more people using both of these as they switch over to the different routes. The bus route goes around, which again, I want to check the bus route now. Let me find a bus. There's a bus there. So line details. Okay, we don't need 10 buses. Okay. I'll bring it down to probably 4 buses on that whole entire run. We don't need 10. But that does what it needs to do. It gets people to their destination, to their workplace. It's exactly what we need to do right now. We've got lots of warehouses in, which are going to get filled up, and there's lots of oil locally stored nearby, so we can kind of go for a little bit more of an expansion. The traffic has really settled down, which is good to see. Really good to see. This is being overwhelmed. So much, in fact, that I've now got a train jam on the way down. So next episode, we're going to build an additional 1, potentially 2 more cargo harbours dotted around. Just so we can kind of ease the burden of the imports and exports. Would we build a cargo airport? I don't know. I'm not too sure on that one. You know, the jury's kind of still out. But we shall see. Never say never. Never say never. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But yeah, definitely need to get more in because it's going to bottleneck so bad. And we need to kind of control that. Right, so we're starting to see a lot more people using this now. There's 36 people recently. There's a few people waiting both sides. So that line, which happens to be this one, check the line details. We might need a third boat now. Pull it up to 3, just get that third boat on the go. So we can really kind of dish out the separation, make them come more frequently. And of course, I don't have any water to any of this that I've just done. Now that conversation I just had, guys, where I always forget to do the water. Well, literally after that conversation, I forgot to do the water. Alright, then here we go. It's very zigzag motion now, isn't it? Right, that's now got all the water. So we need to add all the services and whatnot down here. So a larger hospital nearby will be a great addition. We have one over there, so I feel like I should squeeze one around here as well. So let's utilize this road here. So if I came up by a 5, then I went for a 5x5 bend. Alright, and just kind of brought this down slightly just to there. Because I could have this run up, connect in, for it to run over in that direction. Thus opening me up to this connection here. You know what I mean? So with that there, I can squeeze in a beautiful hospital. And we'll go for this big boy, which will place it just here. So I should really get rid of now these power lines. Don't really need them anymore. Or do we need them? No, they kind of connect through the hospital, so that's okay. Fire. We're going to need some fire stuff being taken care of over here. So is that a 10? That is a 10. So I might build this here by a 10. Just so I can squeeze in the fire department just there. Give it a little bit of space with the trees around it. And then the policing department, which is only a smallish building. We can squeeze it on the corner just there. So we have a little bit of the services within this vicinity. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And the rest of it is history. So we've gained quite a lot of population right now. Quite a lot of population with all this growth. We've gained 200 workers on the oil industry, but that is not the main point what we were doing today. We've kind of added more connectivity, which is really important. These guys are complaining about the citizens are sick, which is good reason for me building this. So maybe I should also think about a connection here. So I don't know if I'm going to connect this out this way and bend in, or have this bend this way in it. Now where would that connect? Or would you have it connect on this one? I mean, for now I could have it connect up, but there's nothing stopping them driving around. And then, oh, then again they gotta go that way, haven't they? Does this connect anywhere? Ever so slightly. So if I brought that to there, and then brought this up to here, and then we'll use the magic of deception of connecting that underneath there, so you don't see the bend as much. Just gives an alternative connection to get from, like I said, point A to point B. So, winning. Winning all day, every day. So, there's a lot of little mini projects that we've started today. A lot of mini projects that we kind of got up and running today. So, it'll be interesting to see in the long run where this all goes. So, the additional boat now on the run, that will serve us more than enough. Is that the one I've just looked at? Yes. I want to check these little green ones. Are they doing enough for us? They are doing more than enough. This one over here, maybe? Do I need only one, you reckon? No, we'll still keep it to 2, so it's a frequent kind of amount of peeps coming through. That's what we'll do there. How many are we getting? I mean, that's not the crisscross one, is it? This is the crisscross one over here. So a lot of people utilizing that metro line, which is perfect. Right. I think we'll call it then, guys. Hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash the like button down below. Till next time, I see you.